Welcome back, everyone. Today I bring you another game with a different division. I know, crazy things going on. Today with the 27th Guards Motor Division facing off against Berliner Gruppierung. So this is the East German or Warsaw Pact Berlin Division. I thought I would give the 27th a try simply because I've faced it off quite a few times recently, and so I wanted to see how I would play it myself, because I had some ideas. As you can see, starting off with 3 GRS recon squads, as per usual, with my deployment in the beginning, and one of the recon helicopters that is armed and armored. I really like those, the Mi-24Ks. You can see also this is the older version of Black Forest, so the old zone layout where it's kind of hard to get points because there are not that many available and the zones are not worth that many points. So I will also start with 2 commands. I will deploy them shortly, at least, I think. One normal recon squad is going to the right side, just so I can see if he tries to push through here. And this one also has an AT launcher, so it's quite cool because he can snipe some vehicles off if he's lucky. Another Razvedka also going into here for it's a staging ground for an attack later on, maybe, where I can then go into the city from here and from here. And also again to maybe catch off some vehicles if my enemy wants to push aggressively through here. Some people do that. The recon helicopter is going to the right side. I forgot to say that because my idea is that I want to cut him off before he can even get into the zone, or at least prevent him from being here too early. And so I can get a good position here because I have more of the buildings of the sawmill on my side, and then I can get an advantageous position and then push him out of here completely, because at least in my opinion it's easier to push your enemy out of this zone than it is to push them out of this zone, at least if you're playing on my side here, because getting him out of the city is quite hard, as he is also an infantry focused deck, so he will have a lot of infantry to just sit in the city and prevent me from getting through completely. And the other nice thing is if you have the sector here, you can also go through the city from this side here. So it makes it actually easier to get control of this point here as well. But let's look at the other things I have deployed. Yeah, here you see the 2 commands. I used the RKHM. It's a bit slow, but it only costs 80 points, so I prefer that to the BTR command, even though the BTR command is faster, but it costs like 25 points more. I get Conkers in here, because it's just a very nice power position if people want to push out of the city, and has also like a decent view of the road here. I could also put it in this building, but I already put my GRS recon in this building, and I don't want to put all my squads in the same building because this is quite dangerous if it gets bombed or artilleried. One GRS squad also goes here, just to keep an eye on the open, again, so that he doesn't push through here into this sector. And one GRS is going into the city. While I want to prevent him from rushing in through here, I still go with a fairly defensive deployment just in case he has like a helicopter or something in the beginning, or maybe even a bomber, so I don't lose all my infantry. I get a Motostrelki and Sapere with the RPO to go into the sector as well, and then Strela 10M3, which is the upgraded Strela 10M, very good AA piece. And then here, what the other things going into this sector is 2 Iglas here and here, and the grenade launcher going in here. So this is again the reason why I deployed the Conquerors here, because I already have 2 squads in this building. 3 squads is that's a bit too much for my liking. And then also a Motostrelki going into the building here. Just again, in case he wants to push through here, I want to have a defensive line in this sector and try to get aggressive in this sector. And capture both my back sectors in the beginning to get the points. So this also the RKHM is going into this sector first, and then I will reroute it to this sector. So this is obviously one thing where it's quite disadvantageous that it's so slow. But let's look at the Mi-24K, because you can see it's found a lot of stuff. But you can see it's doing quite a lot of damage, so it was definitely worth it to bring it in. Because what I forgot is that the Berliner Gruppierung actually gets a Fallschirmjäger, so the East German paratroopers that are obviously forward deployed. And as you can see, he tried to push them through into the sector together with some SPG-9s. So it was very good that I caught him off before he could get into the sector. You can see this, there was a quite big investment. I tried to pull it back, but I stayed in a little bit too long, so the Iglas here hit me, and then the Su-22 also hit me. So sadly enough it died, but even though it didn't get its points back, like it didn't trade its value back, it still got it through just completely cutting off his rush into the sector. Now, I could have honestly just pushed through aggressively while my infantry was still in its transports, but I decided not to. And he also got through an SPG-9 here. That's actually quite a good move. Like, you can be here fairly early with those forward deployed SPG-9s, so nice thing to remember for you guys. But well, I mean, now it's super isolated, and I think it got like the transport of the Sapere, and that's basically it. So yeah, I more or less reached my goals in this sector, but he captured it earlier than me. Because yeah, you can see my RKHM barely captured the sector, and I will route it all the way through here, because I don't want to go through here. There's always the danger of enemy infantry being snuck through here, so it will take some time, but I'd rather have it arrive late but be safe. In this sector, nothing major happening, like there were some troops in the forward buildings here that I managed to deal with. And while I don't have anything in here, I managed to capture this sector completely, because I guess his command that went in here either also took the long route or whatever, or is maybe also a slow command. So I got the sector, that's very nice. The infantry here is chilling for the moment, because I was more focused on this sector. I brought in this supply vehicle to repair the recon helicopter. Well, that one didn't work out because it died, sadly enough. But I also brought in another helicopter, this time like a actual one, the Mi-24V, so that I can support my infantry in the engagements to come, because while I caught some of his infantry off, I still saw that there was a lot of infantry left. And I also saw that he didn't have that much AA with him, like 2 Iglas. That's not that much, so the Mi-24s should be good enough with the support I have here, and the support coming in still, to contest him there. Now he gets in his command in the middle sector, so sadly enough it's at a +1 for him again. Here I just tried to push my BTR through to see if there was something there. Yeah, as you can see, there was something there. Here I find his infantry and his Iglas. Yeah, luckily enough, only one of the Iglas hit. And I deleted them with my helicopter, and you can see there's a lot of Fallschirmjäger here. Like 5 squads at least. My Spetsrazvedka getting absolutely deleted. And my infantry still coming up. I brought in the Su-17 with the rockets. and deleted a Fallschirmjäger squad, and as you can see, it also managed to hit the Su-22 with its R-60s. So that was very lucky and very good for me, because that's already one of his planes dealt with, and the Su-22 with the AT rockets is very, very strong. Here my BMP-2s, that was a kind of unnecessary loss. I thought it might be out of range here, but well, obviously for the Metis it was in range. Here, this is like a perfect engagement now, engaging the normal Fallschirmjäger. See two PMPs, deleting them, and my Spetsnazwetka sadly died because I migrated too late. He brings him his own Su-17s. It gets killed by my AA, so that was also very lucky that both the Strela 10M and the Igla hit it. He's bringing in more infantry, so we already see that there's a fierce battle going on for the sector. Finally, my command arrives. So at least we're equal now, but he's 140 points ahead. So that's a bit unfortunate, because now the pressure is on me to push him out of this sector. But as you can see, it's going quite good. Losing the Spetsnazwetka was pretty sad, but I managed to keep basically all my other infantry. 2 BMP-2s now also went down. That's also sad. Helicopter coming in, but the AA is already moving up, so this time I didn't forget to move it up. Let's see, yeah, the first rocket hits, but then it unfortunately kind of loses sight for a short period of time, and so now it's driving through the puddle here. That was a bit unfortunate, so the Mi-8 will survive, I think. Yeah, this is the one without the ECM as well. Here I deployed a Razvedka here because I thought if he rushed down this road in the beginning, he very well might use the road later on as well. Like, newer people tend to forget this road, but I guess that he won't, so just in case, have a Razvedka here, so I see him pushing up my helicopter again that was repaired by the supply truck, so it was worth it after all. Pushing in my Sapere to delete his infantry in the forest, like this is the perfect engagement range for them. Here it's completely perfect, could have moved it in a little bit closer, but still, like, all his infantry here is now dead. So I just rushed down my units here to find his command, get complete control of the sector, and get a tick going for me. Because I said the ticks on this map are fairly slow, so you want to have your ticks as early as possible. Because you will see now, like, this is only a +1 tick. Getting an Su-17 in this sector to delete some of his units. Well, this BTR, his Modschützen BTR actually can't do much here. They're just getting shot at by my grenade launcher, as you can see. It's not doing much, but over time it will do something. Here she's also getting in some infantry, but I'm still focused on this sector here to actually completely get control of it, and then tend to this sector because I saw that it's stable for now, so I can care for it later. Moving up the infantry here to kill his infantry. His SBW is moving up. Sadly, the Conqueror's M just misses, even though there's like 57% accuracy, or like 55 plus the command boost, but still misses. MiG-23 coming in to strafe the helicopter. Luckily enough, it was landed already, so he just ate a few AA or anti-air rockets. Let's see if the Igla hits. Yeah, it hits. And the other one hits as well, so this was also very lucky. Finally, the Conqueror hits the SBW. And let's see the other SBW. Will it die to 2 Conquerors? Yes, it will. Finally, it hits. You can see I also brought in both laser-guided Akatsias already. Because I thought if I have control of this sector already, I can use the spare points to get artillery to soften up this sector. But you can see my enemy is still contesting the sector here, but I brought in a T-80BV. Going against this T-64, massive hit by the T-80, and the Motostrelki were already on the way. Get a side shot with the RPG-27, with just amazing stats. So yeah, this was very bad for him, losing such an expensive tank, and he doesn't get a lot of them. But he also brought in infantry here, which I saw. But I'm currently not pushing in, because I'm getting a supply vehicle to fix up the Sapere. And you can see also I have 2 grenade launchers here, just in case that he pushes through infantry through the forest here and then comes out of the forest here, so I can kill them. Here I also brought in a helicopter to deal with the units there. He brings in an Su-17. Luckily enough, one of the R-60s misses. Su-17 gets hit once by the Igla, but the other 2 AA units miss. So unlucky, but I had good luck with the other air engagements, so that's fine. Here I find his infantry. It's Wachschützen. Those are okay. Now they disappeared, but let's see if we can get a look at them. But they are TLDR, very good close range infantry with RPO launchers as well. So I get my Motostrelki out of there as fast as I can. Also get my artillery to fire on their position or where I think they will move. Yeah, okay, we're not gonna get a look at them at this point. I also moved my WASs through here to get a little bit of information on what's going on here and here. Sadly enough, this one gets found by the Mi-8. I also brought in a recon on the left side, because people like to go through the forest if there is a stalemate in the middle, or even like here, they're losing one of the sector. It's a good idea to go through the forest here and capture the sector of your enemy, or in this case I would capture his sector here, but he wants to capture the sector here. So just have a razvedka there to spot any movement. Artillery coming in, but I don't know whether it actually does something or not. Sapere are rearmed and reinforced, so I'm pushing into the forest. Back into the forest, getting an AT gun here, because I thought that actually the range here is quite well suited to the AT gun. And one T-80, I mean it's good, but he can still overwhelm it. The helicopter here providing some cover too. Motostrelki getting repaired. And here you can see I'm starting to bring in units here. So I will do exactly as I said before. Get my units through here into the city, kind of from behind more or less. Here shortly spotted his Wachschützen here, but I don't think I realized it in-game. So let's see whether we'll find them out later. His Mi-8 just chilling over the city here. I also brought in more infantry to this little town here on the left. So I'm pushing them through because there was not that much from him. Or actually I didn't see anything, so I thought, well, I might as well push forward and probe his defenses there. He has a faggot there. Gets deleted by the 2 BMPs. So well done. I'm getting into Tors as well, because he has been using aircraft quite actively for now, so you know I might as well get more air defense while I have the points and he's not aggressively pushing me on the ground. He has a T-80 here. That's not that good for me because I don't have a tank here myself. Like I have a Meta squad, but unfortunately it's a bit out of position. Should have really been in the building here. That was a mistake by me that I didn't have my infantry pushed up all at once. Mi-8 gets hit by the Igla once, but second time unfortunately misses. But yeah, as you can see, so the sector here is more or less completely under my control now. And that's why I'm switching my focus more onto this sector. Because I already have some stuff here, so I thought I might as well use it to push through here, and again the flank coming in through here. That's why I opted to go into this sector instead of like pushing through the right side or the left side. He brings in another plane but instantly evacs it, so this is I think this was a MiG-23, but I'm not sure. One of my Mi-24s goes down, so this most likely was a MiG-23 brought in to kill my Mi-24. I bring an Su-17 to delete one of his squads. Like, those Su-17s are very good in my opinion, like they only cost 155 points. They can basically delete one squad in their attack run and have 30% ECM. So value for money wise, it's very, very good. And you get 3 of them on a card. Obviously you need visual on the squad, or then give them an attack round, but then you have to be very precise, because it's not like bombs that get sprayed around an area. But in my opinion, still very good. Here I spotted some AA there, so I am artillerying it with the laser guided Akazes. Very good units, by the way. If you didn't know already, because as long as you are in the zone of corrected shot, they're basically pinpoint accurate. And here he does what I said, but he does it even better because he gets a helicopter command and lands in my sector to decap it. So good move by him, because obviously I didn't have any A on the left hand side. I also don't have any command showing in my back sector, so he's already at a +1 without even having the sector fully captured. And I just spent a lot of points on getting more reinforcements in here, so that was also pretty bad timing for me. TADBV here engaging, but getting hit, so I retreated. I use one of the Su-17s to come in and kill the helicopter, because it also has 2 30mm cannons. So yeah, the Su-17 is very, very good. Kills the Mi-9 command, but I kind of prioritize getting more infantry into here, because I was afraid that he might push through, because you can see like he has 3 tanks here, some infantry. So I rather wanted to get in some more reinforcements to this little town here first, and then get another command in to capture the sector. Because the RKHM is cool because it's cheap, but unfortunately you only also get 2 of them. And I kind of didn't want to use this command to drive all the way back, because it's so slow anyway that it's not really worth it. Might as well just buy a new command and then use it to attack somewhere else, for example. Here I spotted his tanks repairing here all together. You know, again, somebody clumping up his tanks. So, target of opportunity for artillery. Something is cooking off here, so already worth it. So here you can see what I said. Yeah, he's using his infantry to push through. I already lost my Razvedka there. This one Motostrelki was being repaired, but I push it in anyway just to have some screening here, so that he isn't able to push his infantry through completely and then use his AT launchers against all my AA and my tank in close range, because that would be very bad. So yeah, here I think I just forgot to bring in the command. As you can see, I brought in more infantry again. So I kind of brought it in and afterwards realized that, oh shit, the command here, now I'm bringing it in finally. Because you see, he's at a +3. That's very bad for me. Here I finally spot his infantry in the forest with the units that were starting to push through into the city. So that's bad on the one hand because he sees that I'm pushing through, but good on the other because I completely delete him. Or at least one of the squads, but the other squads is... I'm pretty sure it's gonna be deleted soon. He brings in his own Su-17, kills off my infantry there, gets hit by the AA once, yeah, and gets killed. But now I have to retreat the AA that's still there, because he has brought in even more infantry. So it was actually a good idea of me to preemptively already reinforce with more infantry. He's pushing through here with his TADBs. Yeah, 2 TADBs against 1 TADBV is a duel that I would say is skewed more in his favor, even though like I have the better tank. But it's not that much better, so I smoke off and retreat. Deploy my infantry early here, so that it doesn't get smacked by his AT launchers before it can unload. He's bringing in an Su-22 with AT, and unluckily, or luckily for him, unluckily for me, he hits my tank, and my AA completely shits the bed. Everything misses. So that was very sad. His T-80s push through, obviously. Luckily though, his Su-22 now lost sight, and then my AA finally hit it again. Command came in, is capturing the sector, but now he's almost 300 points ahead, so that's very bad. My infantry here, I didn't want to push it over the road because there might also just be an unlucky timing of him reinforcing with a tank here and then catching off all my units. So I rather push it through the forest. He's getting more and more stuff coming through here, and my one Conqueror's M is obviously not enough to stop like 4 or 5 tanks or whatever he has here. I find a Strelaton M of him, but he gets his MI8 in, and as usual I forgot my AA, so I don't have anything to counter it up here at the moment. That was a bit bad by me, but I bring in a MiG-29 to just strafe it, so that worked out well, as the MI8 is not armored, so the MiG-29 is a very good counter to it. I bring in more planes to kill off all his tanks here. Unfortunately this one kind of doesn't have vision, I guess. This one had, but wasn't able to kill off the T-80, which was very weird because it was already low. Sadly it gets hit by the Strelaton M. Here the push is going quite well, but then his Su-22 AT comes in and kills off my T-80 BV again. Yeah, those planes are very good. You really want to kill them off as early as you can, because the AT rocket is so good. And it also has 30% CM again. Very good planes. Goes in for the strafe of my helicopter. Sadly gets it. Doesn't hit the Tor. Oh, that was good. And then my AA deletes it. So very important kill. I'm slowly pushing him out of this little village. Has a T-80 here. But as you can see, that was also already hit quite badly. I got my infantry in here, even though I took heavy losses, but well, whatever. I got the town, so worth it. T-80B here, yeah, smoking off, but a bit too late, so the Conquerors from the BMB-2 gets it. Brings in another Mi-8, and I still have no AA, but I still have the MiG-29. Now I even have 2 of them. And I used the command I brought in to capture this sector to just push through and capture his sector now. I get the Mi-8 with my MiG-29s. The idea here is that he has brought in so many things here, and also expensive units like the T-80Bs. Well, the T-55s are not that expensive, but he brought in like 4 of them here. And a lot of planes, so I just assumed that he can't have much there, because that would be weird. MiG-23 coming in, unfortunately I can't hit it. Getting my artillery on top of the T-80B, but here it's actually out of corrected shot, so you can already see that the performance is a lot worse. So you should really only use those artillery pieces in range of the corrected shot, because I mean you're paying extra for it being better, so you might as well just use it. Pushing his infantry back further and further. As I have lost already like 2 T-80 BVs, I don't have an advantage in tanks at the moment. I brought in 1 more T-80 BV, so I'm moving it up even more, but like 2 T-80Bs and 1 T-55. Like this is just what I saw for the moment, so this is actually very dangerous, so I have to be cautious with my T-80 BV. Get this MiG-21. Those are pretty cost efficient, the MiG-21s, because if you have an AA net like me, it most likely will get shot down, but if you have a good target that you have bombed with it, it's already worth it. So I see he moves up his T-80 and 1 T-55, so that's an engagement I can take. But unfortunately both of those hit their first shot. But I get a T-80B, and so now the T-80BV against the T-55 is a duel I'm willing to take. But then my T-80BV misses at like this range here. With this 1,500 meters. Like, come on, man, please do your job. It finally hits. Unfortunately, just barely another 1 hit. That was a bit sad. But finish it off with the Su-17. T-80BV survives. I also brought in the Su-17 with the AT rocket just in case. So good trade. But now I will need supplies to repair the T-80BV because it took quite a beating. I wanted to RT his AA here, but he moved it out of the way. But I spotted his command vehicle moving to this forest line, which was, I mean, it was a good move by him because he knew that I have infantry in here, so he needed to move it out. But, well, sadly enough, I saw him moving it out. So I'm using my artillery to kill him. And in this case, I'm not in corrected shot range, but because it's the small Jeep command, the WAS, it's still worth it, because like one shot will most likely be enough, because it has so few health points. And let's see whether it will hit the target. Yes. Yeah, just as I said, like one hit and it's down. So this is nice, because I was at the +1 and now I will be at the +2, I believe. Yeah, so I have already more or less caught up to him, and now I will be overtaking him at quite a pace. My infantry in the city, unfortunately, now getting deleted because he's bringing in a lot of infantry himself, and I didn't have the time to bring in reinforcements. I wanted to push through here now. I saw that he had units here, but I was under the assumption that they would be blocked by this building, but this building was flattened, so they have perfect vision, as you can see. So yeah, my infantry here is getting deleted before it can even unload. That was not that well done by me, should have checked that beforehand. Kills off one BMP, heavily damages the other, and then this squad doesn't engage because this forest is then enough to block their sideline here. That was not very well done by me. Here I have recaptured the small town, and now I'm moving out and pushing him further back. Because while I have this command of the zone, obviously he still controls the part back there and still can move in the command. You can also see, like, on the left-hand side, my gamble paid off. Like, he has nothing here, at least not in range of my command unit. And now I'm at a +4 actually, which is huge for old Black Forest. But sadly enough, he also has another command in my back sector. So I'm down to only a +2, and I can't even see it at this point. So I'm a bit confused and panicking, because I'm afraid that if he has snuck through a command unit, he might also have snuck through other units that I haven't seen yet. So I'm bringing in a helicopter, the second recon helicopter, just to see what's going on, but then I see that it's a helicopter command, and that was already maybe already very much less, because chances are that if it's a helicopter command, he only got through the helicopter command, because he did it before. Su-17s got a few strikes in, and both survived. Low HP, but survived. His MiG-23 coming in, getting hit by AA and killed. He gets in a new command in the center sector, and now he's actually at a +1 again. I get in 2 MiG-29s to kill off his command helicopter, but sadly both were not able to kill the Mi-9. It was a bit stupid. I also get in another command again to recapture the sector. So this is really whack-a-mole what I'm playing here right now, with his commands coming into my back zone. So that was also honestly well done by him. Getting my artillery on his book. Very good AAPs here. But low availability, so killing it off with artillery is high priority. Here again outside of corrected shot, but there I thought that the gamble might again pay off, because it doesn't have a lot of HP. Let's see if it does. Unfortunately it doesn't, and it survives. That made me a bit sad, honestly. Here the anti-tank gun that 27th gets, which is amazing in my opinion. Coming into this forest line here, because it's a very powerful position to control this road, and also this tree line there. You can see the BMP2 here already doing very good. T64 BV from him coming in, but my T80 BV here still alive, still kicking. Infantry retreating because it took quite a beating, honestly. I reinforced this town here as well. My infantry here won out against his, but I then didn't keep on pushing, because I still thought that he would have a lot of stuff in here in the town, so I would need more infantry, and as you can see it's already coming up. Here in this sector there's honestly nothing much going on. You can see I pushed up my units to catch him off early on, but nothing going on. I still have full control over this sector here, so I'm still at the +3. The AT gun lining up, shot on the T-64, and gets it. That was a beautiful flank by me. Already paid itself off like twice or even more. I'm pretty sure the T-64 BV is very expensive. Very well done. I'm finally pushing in on this side. BMP2 sadly gets killed by the Fallschirmjäger with the Metis. He captures back his zone on the left. Well, unfortunate, but that was about to happen at some point anyway. I pushed back my command because I can't remember actually. Either I saw a unit coming in here or I wanted to use it initially to back cap this zone here. But anyway, he captures it back, has a recon squad here. It's kind of outclassed by my Motostrelki Comrade and BMP2 or command. But unfortunately he brings in a helicopter. The BMP2 targets the helicopter. I then manually retarget the infantry just to kill it off, because I was pretty sure that my BMP2 wouldn't have the time. Yeah, as you can see, it didn't have the time to kill off the helicopter anyway, so I at least wanted to get some kill. Plane coming in from him again. So you can see a very active airplay by both of us actually. It's again one of the MiG-21s. Yeah, those are very pesky. Gets hit, gets killed. AA doing his job, that was very nice. Calling off quite a few T-55s here. Luckily I have the Motostrelki with the Metis here to catch him off. Though it's 3 T-55s, so it will take quite some time for me to kill them off. MiG-23 here gets instantly deleted because I also called in 2 MiG-29s, so together with my AA, that's a lot of firepower. Bringing in more infantry into the small town here, more AA because of his massive usage of planes. Here, maybe you saw it on the map, one of his commands snuck through here, and because I put my recon on return fire, it didn't kill his command because it's one of the command vehicles without a weapon. So it snuck through here, and shortly he will capture this zone here, which I don't know at the moment, because I'm very focused on this zone here and not losing all my infantry and microing it. Also, I lost my infantry squad here because I didn't move up the T-80BV in time, but now I did, and I'm killing his T-55s off slowly, and now he captures the zone on the right. It's only a 1-point zone, but as you will see shortly, it's enough to get him a +1. So that's not good. And we don't have that much time left, 7 minutes. But if he keeps control of this zone and does some funny stuff in this zone again, he might still win. So I have to be very, very cautious with this. I also think that I haven't realized it yet. Yeah, now I realized that the zone was captured, so I'm bringing in a T-80 command vehicle, because that's like the only commands I have still left. Here he's kind of trying to push through with his tanks, but I still have all my defenses set up here, so that's really not working out. I'm just straight running through here because I know that if he keeps the +1 or even gets more of a tick, then he might win or at least get a draw. So I'm just straight rushing through here to get his command in this sector. Also using my command that was brought in to recapture this sector to capture his sector on this side. I see his command here now moving back, so I assume that he will use it to capture this zone. Luckily I have my command still in here, but I kind of don't have any units with AT capabilities close by, like they're all on the front here. So I will just bring in a helicopter, I'm pretty sure. I think I will reroute this one. Oh no, I bring in another helicopter to kill off his command. See, the push here is continuing, finding his tanks, so I kind of assume that if his tanks are around here, his command will be somewhere in the vicinity at least, because he would use his tanks to protect his command. At least that would be the logical thing to do. Yeah, RPG misses a few times, but eventually finally hits the tank. And yeah, you can see I have a lot of units here, so I basically have control over this zone now. And if he moves his command out here, I have a Spetsrazvedka here now as well, and the Conquer Sam and the Sprott. So I have complete control here, and the T-80BV, and 2 meta squads. And more squads coming in here. But I still haven't found a command, so I'm searching and searching. He's now at the +2, because he's contesting this sector now. I also think I will reroute, or I have rerouted one of the squads to go in here just in case, like my helicopters don't find him or are not able to kill him, or he gets in another command here. But luckily I am able to find him with my Mi-24 and kill him off. And now I see his command here. There was a MiG-29 to kill off one of his helicopters, but I think it landed. Yeah, it landed, so I lost sight of it. Very cool how it can shoot rockets while it's standing on the ground. Capturing back the sector here with the T-80. It took quite some time to arrive, but it's a T-80 BVK. Finally get his command in this sector here. You see I'm completely overwhelming him here, pushing him out of everything. Brought in the Su-17s just in case my infantry would not be able to kill his command. Wasn't necessary, but I see another command, the T-64BB, so I used them on the T-64BB, and I kill him off. Very well done. He brings in the Mi-24, gets killed by my Mi-24 AA and my just normal AA pieces, and with this sector captured and now this sector also completely captured again, this is a pretty sure win for me. There's not a lot that he can do at this point unless he somehow manages to meme me again in like every sector at once, but this is very unlikely. So yeah, moving up my infantry, but now it ends. So another win. With a new division, you can see also the KD very skewed in my favor. But what kept him in the game were just the back caps of my sectors. I think it's actually not that bad of an idea to use the helicopter commands for that. It's kind of high risk, but mediocre reward if your enemy is paying attention. Against noobs, it will be a very strong strategy, I think, but against players that are halfway decent, like they will react to it as like I did and slowly kill them off and recapture the sectors. So nice try and something different and definitely very annoying, but not enough ultimately for him. Let's look at the KD. It was the Mi-24K in the beginning. As I said, it didn't get its points back value-wise, but very important to stop his rush into the middle sector, and ultimately being the reason why I was able to get control of the sector very early on. This BMP-2 here doing very well. Like those BMP-2s with the grenade launchers, I like them so much because they do a lot of damage against infantry. Here the recon was getting the SPG-9, also kind of funny. Mi-24V here doing very good, very well. That was also brought in to the right side, like to the middle right side, to the lumber camp, killing off the command and a lot of infantry and the 2 Iglas. Very good, very good. Su-17, I mean, this kill here was very lucky, but also just the 3 infantry squads is already very good. Another BMP-2 performing well here. This was the Motostrelki that got a side shot on the T-64BV. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Yeah, you see BMP-2s performing well all over the spot. Like this Concourse M only getting 4 SPWs, so yeah, could have been better, but it is what it is. T-80BV also killing off a bunch of cheap tanks. There's Mi-9. Like this Su-17 killing off the Mi-9, and then T-55 and T-64BV got a lot of points just by itself. BMP-2 here doing a bit of friendly fire, but well, you know, Motostrelki, Modschützen, you can get confused from time to time. Here there's the laser-guided Akacia getting some important kills as well. Like the Berliner Gruppierung gets heavy tanks, or like medium to heavy tanks, but it doesn't get a lot of them, so killing them off is very important and very painful for them. MiG-29 here getting a few good kills. Again, BMP-2s performing so well throughout the whole game this year. This one here getting a T-80B as well. They are so good if you micro them. Then again, the ADBs only got like mostly got the cheap tanks. That was quite funny. AA also doing its job finally. Another BMP again killing a TADB. I can't say it enough, can't stress it enough. They're so good. And then yeah, in the end, like the Mi-24 also getting the command and another helicopter. On his side, you can see, not a lot of units performing exceptionally well. Yeah, here, funnily enough, the BMP2 was also in his kill list, the team killer. Like the TADB here getting 2 BMP2 AGs, that's, I think value-wise, it's like okay, but if you already don't get that many tanks, you want them to perform well. So yeah, overall, very good game. Liked it quite a lot. The division is like the 27th is fairly good in my opinion. It kind of lacks a cheap tank because you only get the T80BVs, and this can be quite painful in certain situations. So that's a little bit what holds it back. Otherwise, it's, I think, a very good division. It's one of the best, I would even say. And I hope you liked it. A little bit more of a variety content coming up, I can already tell you that, with different divisions. And I hope to see you in those videos. Leave your feedback in the comments below, as always, and have a nice day. Bye bye.